Oh, and I should probably also, I don't want to close the window, but also I want to close the window because I don't want my neighbours to hear me talking about Stargate. Have you got your fan set to suck all the hot air out, or just blow it in your face?
Blow the hot air in my face.
Fucking paid, what, 20 grand a year to be a fucking knobhead?
Now these people...
Jelly tits, Ash.
It seems we both got autism, haven't we?
This is Sparta!
Right.
There we are, and you timed that perfectly, even though you didn't hear the theme music.
I knew what it's like. Welcome to another happy episode of Fortean Words.
Welcome to another 14 Words, where we're going to talk about my husband, River Phoenix.
Today's letter is the number schizophrenia, and my husband, River Peanuts, he goes to a different mental health clinic. You wouldn't know him.
Yeah.
But he's totally my husband, and he's real. He's really real, guys.
Yeah, he's busy acting. He's busy acting.
He's got a job. He's got a job to do.
He's busy acting. He's busy acting. He's busy acting.
Hey, what if we do the show but make like 25% of us going
Yeah.
What if I had like some rapid fire in case, because you know how I normally say a sentence? What if we just go at the start?
Then you go, I think I'm thinking of getting myself bummed to death.
No, I was thinking schizophrenia, River Peanuts. Yeah.
River Phoenix.
It's a different type of
Yeah.
I'm just saying I could.
Kind of not. I'm joining the OTO because I'm a young virgin.
Oh dear God, no. Bookending every sentence with
Yeah.
This won't be annoying at all. Our audience are going to love this.
Yeah.
Which is something we should probably discuss with them when they're here.
I think Jonathan Wass would admit that himself.
Oh,
Wobbly.
Wibble.
Wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly wibbly woo.
Yeah. Wibbly
Jonathan Wass.
We haven't got anybody watching at the moment. Apparently, I've got one of each, but nobody. They're both shy.
Well, I'm going to go on to the Rumble because that's where the cool people watch the show.
Yeah.
And only losers and boomers and Indians watch on the YouTube, but we love you guys anyway. Yeah. But all the cool kids watch it on the Rumble.
Yeah, that's where the cool kids are.
Yep.
Okay then. Actually, you wanted to start with something else, didn't you? Slightly related to the subject we're talking about.
Yeah, so Stargates, what's that all about? Now, if you guys aren't familiar with it, there was this thing, do I want to start with Stargate, the documentary series TV show, or do I want to start with what Stargates actually are? Let's start with what Stargate actually is. So it's ancient technology that allows faster than light travel from one place to another. Where those Stargates are, I can't say. But in the film, and later on the documentary series, these Stargates link to other worlds, where you got like some sort of pan-Egyptian culture spread across the galaxy. Now, that bit, I mean, in itself, it's fairly interesting. The United States Air Force funded and consulted with the Stargate TV show, which I find very interesting. Because, why is a United States Armed Forces contributing to what should just be a cheesy 90s sci-fi show? But anyway, a lot of fans of it. It's very popular still. And the original show creators, along with the original actors, were all keenly on board to do a new series of it, and working with Amazon Studio. And Amazon Studio.
I can actually see what the bloke did wrong because he spent 2 years. Where is it? The guy who was in charge of it, Joseph Mazzoli.
Yeah.
No, Malozzi, not Mazzoli. It's the other way around. It's Malozzi. Joseph Malozzi. He spent 2 years working out a story for it. So you're not supposed to do that in television these days.
Right. Well,
You start off half baked and carry on half baking it, don't you?
well, no. The Amazon says it's like, well, this is all very well and good, but you haven't like done the most important bit. And Joe Malossi said, "What's that?" And he says, "Well, you haven't made the show gay and lame enough."
Well, yeah, that's because according to a source that Variety spoke to, the show was cancelled because Amazon execs were concerned that Jero's take on the series would not have broad appeal beyond the franchise's already dedicated fan base.
And it's like, look, there's a dedicated fan base for a reason. This modern audience, which is much touted, doesn't fucking exist. Because guess what? Even modern audiences don't want to watch something that's gay and lame.
Very few plot details had been shared about Jero's project, but in an interview with Stargate podcast Dial the Gate in November 2025, Jero said the show was not here to undo what became here before, framing the project as a continuation of the franchise rather than a reboot. So what Jero didn't understand was what you're supposed to do is when you do take on an existing franchise, you're supposed to take a big steaming turd right on top of it.
But the thing is, Hemi, they've already did this. There was a show no fucker watched called Stargate Origins, which shit all over the existing lore and said, oh, actually, no, it's all crap. And it had girl bosses, which are amazing, could do everything. But the only thing they couldn't do is retain audience viewership.
Yeah.
So the show was fucking cancelled because it was crap and nobody wanted it. And it's like, all right, guys, well, look, we tried it your way, making it gay and lame. No fucker watched it. What if we made like Stargate, as in like for the actual Stargate fans? The people that are interested in the show?
Sign off for this article, Hobbit. For now, it's back to the drawing board for Amazon and back to the pit of despair for us Stargate fans. But mark my words.
No, fuck this editorialising, Hemi. I'm tired of this bullshit.
You haven't heard the really bad bit.
Yeah, but I got to confess to you, Hemi.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care about this article because it's bullshit.
Let me finish. But
should you?
He says, but mark my words, there will be another Stargate show. Undomesticated equines could not stop it from happening. Oh boy, this guy is crazy. Can you imagine what he's like at a party?
Look, when Restore Britain gets into power and death penalties back on the menu, I'm just going to have a word with Rupert Lowe about
Ian
this guy.
Stokes
Okay,
is the entertainment editor of Space Internet. Space.
Ian Stokes, you can face the firing line.
You excited for the new Spielberg film, Disclosure?
No. Have you noticed with every like Spielberg poster, like it's all piss take on Catholic iconography? Like you know in E.T. where he's got his finger out, that's like Michelangelo's. You know the painting got God one side and you got man the other, and they're
I can't remember what the painting's called.
They're not touching fingers, but you know that one. And there's loads of others. Like everything he does is a mockery of everything that's good and pure in this world. Fuck Steven Spielberg. Every movie he's made is shit. I've said it. You know what? I'm happy. I will defend that to my death. Well, look, Hemi, you're wrong about this. I'm sorry, but you are wrong.
Right then, so
You're just very wrong.
Shall we talk about what we're here to talk about, which is Mount
Stargates.
Hermon. Oh,
Do you know they found a Stargate in Iraq?
Yeah.
Do you remember reading about that? I remember reading about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird, that, wasn't it?
Actually, here you go, Hobbit. Do you want to help me out with this? Because there's some biblical stuff in here, so I don't know. We turned into a bit of a Bible podcast, don't we?
Well, look, we're dealing with Mount Hermon, which is featured in the Old Testament. So yeah, I'll read that. Oh, not the Wikipedia article. I'll read the other one. Yeah, I'll read this Living Pastures thing. Now, I'll read this as much as I can, but I'm spitting feathers here, so I might have to stop for a drink at some point.
Do a bit of background first.
Whilst you do a bit of background, I'll go and get a drink.
Is a mountain cluster constituting the southern end of the anti-Lebanon mountains. Its summit straddles the border between Syria and Lebanon, and at 2,814 metres, which is 9,233 feet, above sea level is the highest point in Syria and the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights. So it's a good job Hobbit's not here for that one. On the top, in the United Nations buffer zone between Syrian and Israeli-occupied territories, is the highest permanently manned UN position in the world, known as Hermon Hotel, which is located at exactly the same height. I don't know why they did that in this article. The southern slopes of Mount Hermon extend to the Israeli-occupied portion of the Golan Heights, where Mount Hermon ski resort is located, with a top elevation of 2,040 metres, which is like about 800 metres short. Excuse me.
What's that in double-decker buses?
I don't know. Could you find out for us a bit? No, what is it in flamingos? What's the new weird measurement?
Oh yeah, it was flamingos, wasn't it?
It was flamingos. Did I guess that correctly?
240 metres in double-decker buses, because we're old school journalists.
Right. So apparently the strategic importance.
It's equivalent to 545 double-decker buses.
Oh, did you know there's a Roman temple at the top of it as well? That's why you should look at the religious significance section of Wikipedia. So I'll do the strategic.
If you were running a 100-metre sprint, you could run 2,400-metre sprints before you reach the top of Mount Hermon.
Oh.
But that would be very impressive because you'd be running uphill.
It's 800 short.
No, it's not 800 short. It's 2,400 long.
It's the top elevation of the Mount Hermon ski resort is 2,040. The top location of the thingy is 2,814. So it's 800-metre dashes.
Well, we're going to go with 2,400.
Okay.
So, it's come on. I don't want it in kilometres, right? So I'm going to put 2,400 metres. That is equivalent to 5,250 cubits.
We'll go with that, even though it's neither of those figures I read out.
Look, I heard the number 2,400, and that's what I'm sticking with.
Okay, we'll go with that. So Mount Hermon has strategic importance. So the springs in the mountain itself are much contested by the nations of the area for the use of the water. Mount Hermon is also called the Snowy Mountain, the Grey-Haired Mountain, and the Mountain of Snow. You know nothing, Mountain of Snow. It's also called the Eyes of the Nation in Israel because its elevation makes it Israel's primary strategic early warning system. Why does everybody hate them? I don't know. They just are.
Well, but they're just the anti-Semitic tropes is why they're very savage. Those people they're rude as well. I would like people to know that I've said the distance in cubits. It is not to be confused with Herman Munster from the Munsters. That's a different sort of. We're talking about Hermon. We're not talking about Hermon.
No, we are talking about Hermon, but not Herman.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Herman.
Hermon, not Herman.
But it's not Herman as in Herman Munster. It's Hermon as in Mount Hermon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see we can find some famous Hermans.
Well, there's Herman Munster. Whilst you look up famous Hermons, I'm going to tell you this is an article written by Jennifer Bartlett. So if there's anything in this I disagree with, it's Jennifer's fault.
Oh yeah, AI's really helped me out with that. So it's told me famous hormones. Do you know there are famous hormones? Did you know that?
Well, I think cortisol's a famous hormone.
No, it's not.
No.
Insulin and thyroid hormone. Oh, yes, sorry, yeah. Insulin and thyroid hormones are the most critical. Cortisol and adrenaline, while estrogen and testosterone are the major sex hormones. But other notable hormones include melatonin, oxytocin, growth hormone, glucagon?
Glutathione?
No, glucagon.
Oh, glucagon. Yeah, that's something
Raises
to do with
levels, working in opposition to insulin. It's the anti-insulin.
I think you'd probably get a bit of adrenaline coursing through your veins if you had Herman Munster coursing through your veins.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that, would you?
Well, no, can you imagine his great big boots? But can you imagine Herman Munster's boots?
His neck bolts screaming.
Stomping through your nerves and your femoral artery.
I'm gonna have to type famous people called Herman because it will not have there's only one famous called.
I was going to say, I don't think I know anybody called Herman. So,
well, you
Israel,
started us down this, Cody.
The highest place for the Most High God, One of the most interesting places that Holy Land Tour Living Pastures... Oh, this is an advert for Holy Land Tour. Living Pastures takes that Israel and Holy Land bound expeditioners travel to includes the site of Mount Hermon in Israel. That's not a mouthful of a fucking sentence. Why is it important?
Do you want Hermon as a first name or Hermon as a surname, Hobbit?
You know what? Surprise me.
So I'll give you some of the best. Hermon de Giovanni, which is a Greek painter. I do struggle with those Greek names. A Greek painter.
I think the Greeks struggle with those Greek names, considering how bloody long they are.
A Greek painter often cited as the most famous person with his first name.
You know when you go to someone's office and they put their name on the door?
Yeah.
They must have really wide doors in Greece, otherwise... or maybe they just don't do that.
How about Herman Atkins McNeil, who was an American sculptor best known for designing the standing Liberty Quarter?
Oh, yeah, well, who doesn't know that, Herman?
Herman Hosmer Scott. He's an American inventor and sound engineer who founded H.H. Scott Limited. I'm going to have to turn this fan off. It's destroying my fucking sinuses. And Herman Henry Cook, who is an Ontario lumber merchant and politician.
Right, so...
I've got some Herman surnames as well.
Oh, boy, howdy!
How about Sir John Jack Herman? The old John Jack thing again, your favourite Hobbit.
I love Jean-Jacques.
No,
it's a great
like
French name.
John, and then Jack in her, like his nickname was Jack, because obviously it's short for John, isn't it?
I just, you know what, no. We're not doing that anymore.
So John Jack Herman is a Northern Irish police officer who served as chief constable for the Royal Ulster Constabulary.
Oh, Constabulary.
How about everybody's favourite, Derek Herman, who was an American BMX and mountain biker?
Fucking love him.
Herman Tekleib, who's an Eritrean footballer who plays as central midfielder.
But who could forget everybody's favourite Herman Miller, the furniture designer?
What about Herman Hitson, who was also known as Herman Hitson? That's what it says here. An American guitarist from Atlanta, Georgia.
And what about Herman Goering? That's a Herman.
Don't talk about that Herman. That's spelled different.
So, who cares? It sounds similar enough.
It sounds right.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's a Herman. What more do you want?
Dead tonight. Fucking dead, you cunt.
Well, they're watching Croatia versus England.
Oh, are they? I thought it was last night.
Who's your who you going for, and why is it Croatia? I'm going for Croatia because, right, it's not because the team's all Catholic. I mean, that's a happy accident. Like, the Croatian team are all Croatians, and they're more English than the English team, which is...
Have Croatia? Surely you want to get the best Africans from around the world to play in your football team.
Well, you see, when I look at the England team, and there's there's Kane and the other guy, and then it's another 9 like sub-Saharan mercenaries. I'm sorry, but that's not the fucking England team, is it? Yeah. That's like, oh look, it's the World Cup where we see Africa versus Africa versus Africa versus Argentina versus Croatia. I mean, at least the Japanese and Korean teams are actually Japanese and Korean.
BMX is for nutters. I've not met one that isn't missing teeth.
I like the thing people saying. Well, 2 things: the Croatian and the English fans were booing because they were having a hydration break. It's a game of 2 halves, not 4 quarters, dickhead. So
yeah, just go and play one of your American sports if that's what you want to do.
Play big girls' blouse football where it's rugby, but it's not rugby.
And you stop
but they call it football.
You stop every time you do something.
Well, you got to stop every 5 minutes for the ad breaks.
Yeah, well
you know
important.
that's important.
How are you supposed to win the World Series if it's anybody but your country playing in it?
Oh, the other thing is FIFA says no political chanting, so the English fans have been told off for saying Keir Starmer's a wanker.
Yeah.
So, Croatia, Portugal, Argentina, if you want to start chanting Keir Starmer's a wanker, FIFA can't stop you. Yeah. Just putting that out there.
Poor old Keir. I'm starting to feel sorry for poor old Keir Starmer, though.
Anyway, he's not a wanker. He has sex with Well, I was going to say we've got like conclusive proof now that Keir Starmer isn't a wanker. He hires rent boys who happen to be Romanian Ukrainian, which definitely means that they're Russian agents. You know, because that's just a thing you do.
The problem is though, if he does want to go with that, doesn't he need to step down because he's allowed Russian assets to just basically go wherever they want in the country?
I mean, what's national security between two bummers anyway?
Yeah. So you didn't go and watch the great debate yesterday, then? I bet.
I haven't watched any mass debate in quite some time.
Lawrence Fox, Tommy Robinson, your favourite Liam.
Fucking love Leon, I do.
And some Israeli bloke. And they're all
How much
debating how
African
bad
semen
Israel
has Liam Tuft swallowed recently? If there was a gay-off between Joe's Hungry and Liam Tufts, who would win?
I don't know.
Now that is the question that is on the tip of every. Oh, you know what? A mate said, send us a link to tonight's show, and we've started, and we've done all this content.
You've
and
gone all political. You can watch it. You can just be behind, can't you?
Well, yeah, that's it. Where is he? There he is. We started.
Catman would like us to know that he likes a white Russian too.
Ago. Yeah, I like a white Russian. Well, no one likes a brown Russian, do they? Oh, guys.
Got chocolate in it.
I'm just about. I think I got some vodka in the freezer. I've got all the ingredients to make a brown Russian. It's just going to be chalky milk with a splash of vodka in it. Oh, it sounds good though. I'd drink that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So anyway, where were we? Mount Hermon. Did you want
Mount Hermon? Yes. So Jennifer Bartlett was saying.
Significant.
So Deuteronomy 3:8-9. So we took the land at the time out the hand of two kings.
Religions first.
No, two kings of the Amorites who are beyond the Jordan, from the valley of Arnon, or is that Amon? I think is that AR. No, hang on. I'm going to have to make this bigger to see if that's ARN or ARM. We took from the valley of Arnon to Mount Hermon. The Sidonians call Hermon Syrian, while the Amorites call it Senir. The name Hermon, which in demonic runes means Churmaun, seems to refer to a rather broad, flat summit of the mountain because of the word's relation to the root denoting bluntness.
How do you get a broad, flat summit on a mountain?
I think Kilimanjaro is like that as well. It's called a plateau. Yeah, well, there's a few mountains in the world which look like giant tree stumps.
Isn't there one in South Africa that's like that?
I think that might be Kilimanjaro.
No, Sugarloaf. Is it Sugarloaf in?
Well, there's a bunch of these mountains across the world. They're quite famous in Patagonia, and they look like giant tree stumps.
Yeah, there's also the what's it called? The one in Mojave. Is it the Devil's? The one that Airwolf used to take off out of.
Yeah, many such examples. You know, there's plenty of them. Yeah,
that's called the Devil's Mountain, though, isn't it? That one.
Well, again, they look like giant trees that have been chopped down. It's quite an interesting shape, really. You know, if you think about it, like, why do they look like giant trees?
If they're not.
Fraser, you lazy
Scottish person.
You lazy West Midlands meatball delicacy. We're talking about your favourite fucking subject here, fucking.
River Phoenix.
Oh, it's a good thing he doesn't listen to any of these episodes.
Yeah. So good job we don't listen to the ones he's not on, isn't it?
It's a good job we don't listen to any of the episodes we do. That way, I tell you what. Have you ever listened to one of the old episodes?
Yeah, they were.
I listened to it.
To them religiously. Now I just don't have the time.
Well, whoever updates the podcast stopped about 3 years ago, so you know we'll have to fix that.
Get back on that, doesn't he?
I would say so. You know, I mean, considering that you got Linux and you can automate these sort of downloading from YouTube things and converting them into an audio file, but you know, it's almost as if it's a sign. But
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mount Hermon, which is also called Mount Arnon, which is known as Mount Sirion, right?
Mount
You
Syria.
see, yeah, because other dialects called it Shenria and stuff. So the Sidonians called it Syrian, which means a breastplate, because they thought it looked like a breastplate. Wow, that's interesting. Accordingly, Senir or Shenir, the name used by the Amorites, also means breastplate or coat of mail, equivalent to Syrian. Greek inscription discovered. While exploring this gently sloping summit in the 19th century, Charles Warren discovered a Greek inscription dating to the 4th or 5th century of our Lord, which refers to a mysterious oath. A translation provided by the British Museum, who it's housed is hence by the order of God,
Oh God,
those who
I
do
found
not
a website of it. It's an old school one that actually has a voice chat on it.
Nice. Hence, by the order of God, those who do not take the oath probably weren't allowed in the temple. The interpreter continues, probably an oath before celebrating the mysteries of the temple on the summit of Mount Hermon, where this pillar was found. The god of Mount Hermon was Baal Hermon, which is also in Judges 3.
They probably you can't do anything without jumping into voice chat or something.
I don't know, mate. Sorry. The above inscription rising those who do not take the oath was the oath was discovered at
What oath? The big.
yeah, well, the oath of Baal Harmon, where you're going to go to this temple. It says those who don't take the oath is Kwasa Antar, one of over 24 temples littering the summit of Mount Hermon. A variant translation of the inscription rendered by George Nicholsberg omits the word oi or u, meaning not, to produce an allusion to a group of taken an oath in its place. In this place. This mistranslation has led to wild speculation that refers to a much earlier event on Mount Hermon recorded in 1st Enoch, chapter 6, in which a group of rogue angels bound themselves with an oath, but this connection is unfounded. So what did happen on Mount Hermon, I hear you asking?
Why do people keep going, this is blah 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 what happened, but it didn't? Why do people keep doing that on web? Like, we had a load of it the other day, didn't we?
Well, what with Gilles de Rais?
Yeah, it's like, well, Gilles de Rais flew over the moon on a cat and went 3 times around the sun, but we don't think that really happened.
But we don't have any sources to corroborate this.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. So, Gilles de Rais was once said to be the world's best air guitarist.
Yeah.
But no corroborating sources back that up. What did happen on Mount Hermon? Joshua 12 identifies the land east of the Jordan River and from the Arnon River, north to Mount Hermon, as having been Amorite territory. The Amorites were the descendants of Canaan, the cursed son of Ham, who's the son of Noah.
Yeah.
While the terms of this curse are subject to much dispute amongst scholars, Scripture indicates that God himself fought against the Amorite kings, Sihon of Heshbon and Og of Bashan. They were decisively defeated by the Israelites, as commanded and assisted by the Lord, and their territory was divided amongst the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and half the tribe of Manasseh. King David's song about Hermon. Do you want to hear about King David's song?
Do you know there's a website called Gate World, which is your complete guide to Stargate?
I would be interested in that. King David seems to have sung about Mount Hermon in Psalm 29, calling it Syrian. Okay. And another psalmist remembered the Lord from Hermon in Psalm 4.
If he says it's Syrian.
Well, he's calling it Syrian. But anyway, in Psalm 42:6, where a Hebrew plural is used, Easton's elaborates, it is called the Hermonites because there's more than one summit. At the base of Mount Hermon, just north of the Sea of Galilee, a cave opens to... Now, the Sea of Galilee, as you may know, is where Jesus, he wandered around the Sea of Galilee. And he did that thing of walking on water as well, which was a bit special. Where we got... opens to an underground spring that was commonly viewed by first-century pagans as the gate to Hades. It was here amid idolatrous offerings to the underworld that Jesus asked Peter the pivotal question, "Who do you say that I am?" and assured him that on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Or the gates of Hades, because it's in Greek, and hell was not a Greek word. We got some more. The next place we find Jesus is on the Mount of Transfiguration, specifically on a high mountain. And this and other factors point towards Mount Hermon as a good candidate for where this event took place. And he was transfigured before them, and his face shone. Now, if I was an American, I'd say it shone. It shone like the sun. Or would I say shone?
You say shone.
You know,
Past tense.
when the sun's shining, it shone. But it's got an E at the end. It shone-y. Anyway, it shone like the sun, and his clothes became white as light. He became Gandalf the White. And behold, there appeared to him Moses and Elijah, talking with him. Then God, who made heaven and earth, spoke audibly to Jesus' disciples, saying, "This is my beloved Son." He talks like that. He's like the Mysterians. "With whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." And then there's like this bit's in italics for some reason. It says, "Can you imagine such a glorious
I found
scene?"
a painting of that a bit. The Transfiguration.
Yeah, there's been a few people that have done it. It's Pentecost, by the way, it's now, so it is talking about that period of time. Can you imagine such a glorious scene? It might help to see the mountain for yourself. Yeah, okay, what, flights to Israel? While the nation of Israel is only about the size of the state of New Jersey, it has dramatic geological
Jersey.
features. New Jersey.
Jersey.
It has dramatic, yeah.
Jersey.
In the state of New Jersey, it has dramatic geological features.
That's if New Jersey was in Cornwall. That's like Jersey.
It has the great nation state of Israel. It's the size of the state of New
They're in
Jersey. Jersey, my lover.
We love her.
It's about the size of Wales, isn't it? So it has dramatic geological features, my lover, that contribute to extreme and varied biomes.
What's a dramatic
Yeah.
geological feature?
Well, you see, it's got the lowest point on the surface of the world at the Dead Sea,
Yeah.
which they've turned into an industrial hellscape, by the way. It's sort of
The
split.
painting, by the way. It looks that bit. Is that God at the top? Because that looks like God from the
Yeah,
Holy Grail.
that's God.
That's God from the Holy Grail, doesn't it?
I mean, where do you think Terry Gilliam got God in Holy Grail from? That's literally the painting
Yeah.
of God the Father,
Yeah.
and then you got Moses. Oh, and Moses has got his horns, and then you got Elijah there as well. Now, I've looked in all the Bible translations, including the Message, and the only translation where you see Moses has got horns is in the Douay Reams, and it's like it's not really what's being said, and the other Bibles are right not to say that Moses had horns.
Yeah.
I know
did they
people.
say Moses had horns then?
Do you want me to get the Bible passage where it said Moses had horns?
Because that's Peter, James, and John down the bottom there, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is one of the? I don't know.
It says, so it's in the New Testament. The Gospels tell us Jesus and his disciples journeying north from Bethsaida on the Sea of Galilee to the city of Caesarea Philippi, which lay to the southern base of Mount Hermon.
Mate, you spoke that like a native Latin speaker.
Yeah.
It was like I was in the steps of the Agora myself.
This is Matthew 16:13. There, Jesus revealed to them his purpose, to build his church and go to Jerusalem to die and be resurrected. Matthew 16:18 to 21. From Caesarea Philippi. How do you pronounce Caesarea Philippi then?
Well, the first bit is Caesarea, and then the other bit is Philippi.
Philippi.
Yeah.
Jesus took with him Peter, James, and John, the brother of James, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. Matthew 17:1. Mount Hermon is thus a possible site, and indeed it is considered by many to be by far the most likely location of the Mount of Transfiguration.
I just wanted to say I've been watching this show called The Chosen, which is like a 8-season series about Jesus' life.
He can tell us about what was the obvious bait you laid down, Hobbit. We were talking about the mountain, the tree mountains.
Yeah, Mount Hermon looks like a giant tree stump that's been cut in half. Yeah.
Would be surprised? Would not be surprised.
And
Wait,
it's also
Mount Hermon? What is that? The white one, or is it that little hill in the front?
it is
It's
the white one, yeah.
Okay.
It's the bit. It's also where there's a Stargate. So we talked about Stargates as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did find a Stargate there.
I see.
Cool, huh?
John, the
Yeah.
Mount Hermon panoramic. Shall I put that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
Where's
So what's this-
Mount Hermon again? Is it in Syria?
Syria.
It's
right. It's one of the
well-
one of the slopes is in the Golan Heights. It's
It,
kind
it
of that
was in
area.
Syria, but recently,
yeah.
part of it's in Israel. Recently,
Recently. Okay.
yeah, it's part of the Golan Heights, I think.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
yeah.
There's
okay.
the panoramic of it.
Yeah, cool. So, no, there's like one Bible translation where he says Moses has got horns, and the other ones just say he's got curly hair.
So the Golan Heights territory is controlled by Israel. Mount Hermon lies to the extreme north of that.
Yeah. But they're quite happy to sort of go in it and do recon for artillery.
I did find a CIA website, and there's a lot of Israel fighting that goes on Mount Hermon.
The CIA told you that.
Yeah, I was having a look at it. While I was looking for stuff, I found the CIA FOIA website.
He's got him on quick dial, Hobbit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just yeah, he sort of logs into the CIA and just like, dear CIA, today I noticed Mrs. Jones at number 3 has been.
I noticed Andy Burnham held a party during COVID. I know that was reported to the police.
I noticed Mrs. Jones put some food in the recycling bin, but you're not supposed to do that. No.
There you go. The CIA government reading room search, and I put a search in for Mount Hermon.
It's not to be confused with the CIA reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
That's a different show.
Yeah. So all I put in was Mount Hermon, and then I got some results back. Most of it seems to be like fighting.
So, like, I can carry on with this advert for why you should visit Israel and Mount Hermon. I'm quite happy.
Is this like Yellowstone's supposed to be like an advert for the Montana?
Yeah, tourism board. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing
just one more thing. So I'm watching the show called The Chosen, and it's freely available on their website, so you can just go ahead and watch it right now. But it's just you don't.
Oh god, this is unreadable. I've just opened one of those FOIA requests. It's unreadable. It's just
one of the things I really like in the show is the depiction of Matthew, and they've decided, well, he's a tax collector, so he's definitely on the spectrum.
Yeah.
And
What does that mean?
So if you watch The Chosen, you'll go and like, oh yeah, Matthew is definitely on the spectrum. Like if trains existed at that time, he would be collecting their numbers and when they arrive. But this is a thing, right? Yeah, and he's probably got his thermos of weak lemon drink. So he's doing this.
What's that from? Weak lemon drink. Oh, hold on.
It's from stuff you'll need to do your hobby this week. And you'll need a weak lemon drink in order to do it. But so anyway, Matthew, they're doing this sort of retrospective, like Jesus has died, and they're all like talking about what they remember of Jesus. And Matthew was saying
on the CIA, Visage is a computer-based test of face recognition.
So Matthew was describing the exact time and place these events were happening, and like the chronicler was saying, we don't need these details. And he says, who are you to say we don't need these details? I'm giving you the exact information. So I it's kind of funny because before I saw this show, but like John was my favourite of the apostles, but now I'm starting to really like Matthew. It's the way they depict him in this show. I could understand. It's like, yeah, he's. I
found Reddit conspiracy thread.
Wowee!
Do we want?
Normie conspiracies. Here we go.
I fucking love normie conspiracies. While the nation of Israel is only about the size of the state of New Jersey, it's got varied biomes: Arabian Desert, Southern Arabah, to a snow-rich mountaintop ski resort on the fringes of Israel's northern boundaries. Each site its own unique. My favourite is Tel Aviv. The rich geography of Tel Aviv, you can sort of look in the strata of it and see the layers of HIV and child abuse. It's wonderful. Truly fascinating.
And thrown away organs, yeah.
Well,
So
you know.
do you fancy a bit of Reddit yet? Are you ready for a bit? Are you ready for Reddit?
Each site has only topography and time. At some settings, Israel form an important backdrop of the Hill Scott narrative. Multiple events have occurred in the same place. Mount Hermon.
Tranny from Richard.
Mount Hermon is one of the significant locations with different names as well. Join us for a 4WD
Sound like K9
expedition
from Doctor Who.
to this ancient high place. What is a 4WD expedition to this ancient high place? Anyway, the dog was yapping at me, so I exterminated him. That's the end of that, basically. Did you know there's holidays you can take to Mount Hermon?
So, what, to visit the Stargate?
Yeah.
No. Yes, they'll totally let you go to the Stargate.
No, you can't sneak up like in James Bond. It's about 800 meters short of the top.
What you got to do is slip them a couple of shekels and say, "Hey, let me see the Stargate," and the guy will be like, "Say no more, Effendi. I know what you mean." And then he just takes you to a gay bar in Tel Aviv.
Our conspiracy.
More like Tel Aviv.
So you know this is going to be well researched. United Nations base on Mount Hermon, the 33rd parallel, the Nephilim portal.
Wait. Is Mount Hermon a World Heritage Site?
Probably. It's probably on UNESCO.
It's a
Let me type in.
Site, yeah.
Let me type in UNESCO Mount Hermon. And let's see what comes
United
up.
Nations is strategic.
UNESCO Sacred Mount Hermon and its associated cultural monuments.
Got him.
Wow. What an amazing coincidence. How did you know that, Fraser?
Just a guess.
United Nations has strategically placed their biggest and most important base at the very top of Mount Hermon, the highest point, exactly where the fallen angels landed. It's got a question mark on it, so that's why I read it like that.
That's mentioned in the Book of Enoch.
Yes. Its summit straddles the border between Syria and Lebanon. It's the highest point in Syria. On top, there is Hermon Hotel in the buffer zone. That's the UN base. Between Syria and Israeli-occupied territory, the highest permanently manned UN position in the world. In the world!
In the world.
Hermon means forbidden place.
Well,
So remember, you don't touch me in my Hermon square.
But we just had a look here. It means flat or blunt.
Look, this is a Redditor. You shut your mouth. A Redditor is speaking.
When a Redditor speaks, I sit down sharp and listen.
A 4th century translator of the Latin Vulgate. You like my Latin pronunciations, aren't you, Albert?
Vulgate.
And like I said, it's like I'm at the steps of the
Latin
Colonia
school,
Agrippa.
Jerome interpreted Hermon as anathema. Mount Hermon is... do you know there's no Greek word for anathema?
Saint Jerome had some interesting things to say about the you-know-whos.
He got into a lot of trouble, Jerome, didn't he? Mount Hermon was the port of entry for a group of evil angels who corrupted the human race in the days of Noah. Did you know this?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Paris Zero Meridian, Mount Hermon, and the ancient territory of Dan. Dan who?
The Danites. The tribe of Dan was one of the 12 tribes of Israel. People speculate that Tuatha De Danann, which is the ancient Irish people, is the tribe of Dan.
So it's located at 33 degrees east of the Paris Zero Meridian, longitude, and 33 degrees north of the equator, latitude. And we all know what 33 means, don't we? Dun, dun, dun. We need the bum, 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 don't we?
The 33?
Yeah.
The 33?
This is Sparta!
I'll have to do in
33 Illuminati confirmed. Mum, get the fucking camera.
So there's a couple of videos on the Mount Hermon UN facility on. Okay, then hold Hold on. Oh, I think I found a schizophrenic article that we can read and enjoy.
River Peanuts.
Oh no, it's a 404. It's a 404.
River Peanuts. You can't see him.
But it sounded good because it was Holy Lands, Mount Hermon, a United Nations base built to deliver the Antichrist and open the gates of hell. Shocking video and photos.
Fraser, Hemi and I, we were talking about our husband and yours, River Peanuts, and we got important business to do with River Peanuts. Okay. River Peanuts.
I'm gay.
Yeah, you can't see him because my husband, River Peanuts, is working.
So the Book of Enoch speaks of a group of fallen angels who rebelled against God and came down to the earth and shared such ancient knowledge with the human race. Such ancient knowledge of what? Such ancient knowledge with the human race. ... According to the Book of Enoch,
it wasn't ancient knowledge. It was like forbidden knowledge.
Yeah.
Ancient forbidden knowledge?
Yeah, I've edited the Redditors.
Fraser, a Redditor is talking. You be quiet. You sit there and you listen.
Well, actually, it was forbidden knowledge. Yeah.
These fallen angels were to be once again released after 70 generations.
How long's that in Olympic swimming pools?
Well, I'll make that to be 140 years because a generation's about 20 years, isn't it?
Nope.
Let me have a look. 70 generations in years.
20 years.
The Return of the Nephilim, Grace Through Faith, and Through is written THRU.
Did they write 70 generations? You know, like when you're a little kid and you're in primary school and like
under
and
this
school seemed like such a like years away, didn't it?
Under this calculation, yes, it did. 70 generations equals 4,900 years, and nearly 5,000. Many biblical scholars argue this is incorrect, stating a generation of the time between birth and first parenthood, which averages 40 years, making 70 generations equivalent to 2,800 years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does it really matter if it's 2,800 or 4,900?
In general history and anthropology, a generation typically estimated 20 to 30 years, using a common average of 25. 70 generation equals 1,750 years.
Now did you remove 1,000 years from the timeline for that as well?
Matthew 24 context. Some interpretations link this generation to the 40 years between Jesus' prophecy.
Freya Hellenbach would like us to know CIA equals Christian intelligence.
Yes, because Anton LaVey was a famous Christian CIA
on this
operative.
Show we call him Anton Oivey.
Anton Oinkvey. There's Matthew 24 context. They say this generation to 40 years between Jesus' prophecy and destruction of the temple in 70 AD. If applied to 70 such generations, this would equal 2,800 years.
Yeah.
Okay
then. Anyway, what was I reading?
So what you're saying is they'd be released just in time for Armageddon.
Yeah.
And the tribulation.
200 fallen angels descended.
Well, that's all right. It's 800 years from now. We can relax.
200 fallen angels descended from the... I don't know why they're fallen angels in scare quotes. Descended from the heavenly realm onto the summit of Mount Hermon, and they were so smitten by the beauty of human women.
Wait, Hobby, you forget that 800 years has been taken from the timeline, so it's now.
Yeah.
So they took the form of a human and had sex with them. Because of this sin, their race of half angelic, half human species sprang up. Genesis 6:4 apparently.
Yeah,
do you want to check this a bit? What is 6:4?
Nephilim.
Genesis 6:4. Let me have a look for you. Genesis 6:4. Let's have a look for you.
Should we read it from the Hippie
Bible Hub? The Nephilim were on the earth in those days. Oh, do you want it in the message?
Is that the Hippy Dippy Bible? Is that the...
No. The message is down with the youth. Let's see if I can find the message.
Bible.
Yeah, so let's find the message. What do you mean you don't have the message? The word?
Is that like when you're at school and you had to do the thing about the Good Samaritan, but the Good Samaritan had to be a punk? Is it like that? Is it like that, but Bible form?
Yeah.
The message is Hastings, Great Text, Jameson Fawcett Brown, commentary, King James 2000 Bibles. Come on, where's the? No, not. I mean, Strong's King James Bible. No, I'll tell you what. I'll type in the Message Bible. Let's see if I can get it in the message. TheMessageBible.com. Read the Message Bible free online. That's what I want. Bible study tools. Right. So I'm going to go Genesis 6:4.
Yeah.
There we go. The Nephilim on the earth in those days, and also afterwards, where the sons of God went to the daughters of humans, and they had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown.
Okay.
That sounds like it sounds like the Greek pantheon, really. That's
this
the
doesn't actually make
Nephilim.
sense because he says blah blah blah. Genesis 6:4 in the land. There's half human species broke up in the land. He says a race is known as the Nephilim giants.
The Nephilim are referred to as
race?
giants.
Does he mean that race, not a race?
A race of Nephilim giants. I mean,
so
dunno,
according to
mate.
Enoch 10:12, he says bind
Rivers of
them,
blood.
bind them, meaning the fallen angels, fast for 70 generations in the valleys of the earth until the day of their judgment and of their consummation, till the judgment that is forever and ever is consummated.
All right. So judgment's got to be consummated, right? Yep. Cool.
Yep.
So what's this? Once upon a time, there was a Godhead trio consisting of God the Father, God the Word, and God the Spirit. They existed.
Don't do that David Icke shit. Oh, fuck me.
They existed before time, during a time, and after a time, which sounds kind of paradoxical. But it's God, and He lives out of time. So, what are you talking?
Wait, is this the Reddit again, or is this fucking?
No, this is LinkedIn. LinkedIn has a whole host of fucking schizo posts on it. I've only just found this out today.
LinkedIn was just like, oh, here's my CV.
Yeah, no, it's also schizo posting about Nephilim, apparently. I'm just trying to find if they actually say anything in this. So literally the head of the serpent will be bruised at the end of the tribulation and ultimately at the end of the millennial reign of Christ, when the devil will be cast into the lake which burneth with fire.
Yep.
200 fallen angels arrive on Mount Hermon to corrupt the pure bloodline. Their major act was to cohabit with human female. This is saying the same thing again. Throughout time, many historians, this is saying a lot, but just on a surface level. Peruvian witch doctors' bags were found with
Henry, if you need to stretch shit out, do it in the TikTok cadence like this.
Peruvian witch doctors' bags were found to be highly sophisticated surgical kits that can contain obsidian scalpels.
Right, okay, that's very interesting, right? But what the fuck's this got to do with Mount Hermon in Israel?
Quiet Hobbit, a schizophrenic is speaking.
Oh, good. I'm glad we're listening to some schizophrenic ramblings 5 hours later. I have questions. You see,
sit down. You sit down and you listen. Bigger.
In reference to the 5 hours previous monologue, what the fuck does any of this mean?
Can you repeat hour 1 to me, please? I forgot.
Hour 1, we haven't finished it yet. Peruvian witch doctors. You're not interested in Peruvian witch doctors' bags, Hobbit?
Fuck me. I mean, Peruvian's witch doctor's bags, you can't swing a cat for all the Peruvian witch doctor's bags.
So, obsidian scalpels, which are made with metals superior to ours and used for cataract, knee, brain, and heart surgery.
No, that's wrong.
What?
Look.
I don't know why it's cataract,
I
knee.
pulled out my ass.
I don't know why it's cataract, knee, brain, and heart surgery. Why is the knee so important?
What, were there some instructions just left saying, hey, use these for knee cataracts and fucking brain surgery?
Look, you can't say superior to any other metal. Obsidian's not metal, it's glass.
A rock. Yeah, it's a fucking... it's...
Yeah, but it's magic metal that makes you...
It's not a fucking metal!
It's a magic... No, they were made with metals. That's how the obsidian was made, with metal. God, Hobbit. God, Hobbit, you just don't get it, do you?
I'm too thick to understand schizophrenic bullshit. I'm sorry. It gets me all angry because my fucking grug brain can't take it.
Well, I have some more. I have some more facts to fucking drop on.
Look,
you,
I
mate.
think you're allergic to bullshit,
I
mate, because the
think
amount
I
of times you've been snotting into your rank this time.
Yeah.
Other high-tech types of machinery and metalworkings were discovered preserved in the oceans. One of these mysterious finds used a Greek Olympian dial, a relic that has the complexity of a 19th century Swiss clock. It has also been referred to as
He's
the first
talking about the
computer, not to mention the ancient impressive artefacts of Stonehenge, the Giza pyramids, and the like.
I'm just going to throw out a bunch of shit and hope that sounds interesting.
Yeah, that sounds
And he's talking about the Antikythera mechanism, which is a very...
Stonehenge is comparable.
It was a bit more than Greek, weren't it?
It is a Greek analog computer, yeah. It's used for plotting the...
Oh shit, I've got a new measurement for you, Hobbit.
Is it flamingos?
Let me get... No, it's better than that. So
nothing could be better than flamingos.
Got back to the angels now. And all the others together with them took unto themselves wives, and each chose for himself one, and they began to go in unto them, and defile themselves with them. And they taught them charms and enchantments, and the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. And they became pregnant, and they did bear great giants, whose height was 3,000 ells. ELLS. Have you ever heard of an L?
Yeah.
No, that's a new one to me.
How many flamingos in an L?
How
many double deckers in an L?
L measurement.
ELLS, it says.
There's a reason the angels cut down the trees, I'm just saying.
It's a northwestern European unit of measurement. It's a word for an arm. So in other words, it's a cubit. Oh no, but so you got different types. You got a Scottish L, you got an English L, you got a Flemish L, and you got a French one.
Hey,
the Viking L.
Those Scottish are always getting L's, am I right?
Yeah. But the thing is, the L's got all these different measurements. So look, we can use the English one because that's probably the best one, and they say it's 45 inches long. But if they're saying it's the length of your forearm,
in centimeters.
No, 45 inches.
Well, that's not a cubit then, is it? A cubit's 45.
The most standard version in England...
about 50 centimetres.
The most standard version in England fixed at 45 inches or 1.5 quarter yards is used mainly in tailoring business.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah. But it's like the Flemish L used for trade in tapestries and imported goods. It measured approximately 27 inches. The French L, which is also called un, is a large unit measuring approximately 54 inches. Oh. So... I mean, who's got a forearm that's 54 inches long? It's
cubic then, is it?
In other words, it's like, oh, look at me. I'm cubit. Yeah. God, that's such a passé measurement. I'm using L's.
There is a reason why they cut down those trees in the flood, before the flood, right?
Well, apparently, how does a normal woman have a baby that's... I mean, it's going to be a rather large baby. I mean, I don't want to be prejudiced or anything, but that's going to be a big old kid. Because when they grew up, their height was 3,000 L's.
Yeah, because they kept eating.
So what's 3,000 L's?
They're ravenous.
Roughly? Let's go by English L's then. So 3,000 times 45 inches?
45, yeah.
Fucking hell, what are they? About a mile tall, are they?
Who fucking knows? It's a made-up measurement. It's not real. Yeah. It's just someone trying to be edgy.
No, there is. You were just talking about trees earlier and tree stumps. Like, there is a reason why they got cut down, right? In the flood, before the flood.
What was that then?
Because the flood was to get rid of all the Nephilim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't bloody work, though.
Fucking, got 54-inch fucking forearms or whatever, longer, bigger.
Yeah, but it didn't work though, because you got these. You had David versus Goliath.
Yeah.
No, he technically wasn't a Nephilim, right? He was a Raphaim. They're smaller versions. Obviously, what happened is they started off as Nephilim. They were ravenous. They grew to huge heights, right? They were monstrous things, and then they started eating each other. As over time, after the flood, they began to decrease in size, just keep getting smaller and smaller, kind of thing, until they were only 12
so
foot.
Let me read the next bit, Fries. This will fill a bit of it in. And when they became pregnant, they did bear great giants whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the acquisitions of men.
There we are. Yeah. Cannibals.
I really am allergic to this, Hobbit. I think you might be right. And when I've got to turn this fucking fan off, I think it's blowing up my nose. I think that's what the problem is. And when men can no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind.
Yeah, I've opened my window. The neighbours can listen to me getting angry with this bullshit. Owl's not a real measurement.
And Azazel taught men to make swords, knives, and shields and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth.
That's also called Azazel.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do struggle with those Hebrew pronunciations.
Yeah. And made known to them the metals of the. He's an angel, isn't he, Azazel?
Yeah.
He fallen angel.
Yeah.
Oh, was he? Oh, I thought he was I thought he'd be a proper angel. That's why he teach.
Yeah, he's a watcher.
No, he's a proper angel, but you see, he doesn't pray to Mary and doesn't believe in going to mass on a Sunday. He goes to his non-denominational Bible study group.
Is Azazel a 4x2?
I'm not saying he is, but also I'm saying he's one of the original Protestants.
Okay.
Yeah.
And made known to them the metals of the earth and the art of working them, and bracelets and ornaments, and the use of antimony. Well, you don't want to use antimony. That's what call back to another show, the teacup poison. That's what he used to like, antimony. It's poison.
He loved doing a bit of that, didn't he? Yeah.
He did prefer his what was he preferred? I can't remember what he preferred, but he did
arsenic, antimony, potato.
No, that was some sort of I think it was a little bit radioactive. His favourite poison.
Polonium?
No, it was.
It was
something to do with photo processing.
No idea, mate.
Hold on, Graham Young, innit?
I don't know. So anyway, Mount Hermon's got some stargates. What's that all about, Emmy?
I don't know. I need to find out his favourite poison.
His favourite poison was derailment.
Yeah, the Woolworths really need me to tell you what he used.
The Woodroses are saying, you ain't looking at this fucking stargate. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
Those Woodroses, have you noticed just how rude they are?
Yeah.
I mean, every time we try and do an interesting show, they're just like, I don't think so, mate.
So what you started using was antimony potassium tartrate.
That's not radioactive.
But there was another. I think there was another one that was a bit radioactive that you like using.
Isn't that a song, Radioactive?
What, smoke alarms?
Yeah. Radioactive.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo.
Oh shit! I can't find it. Bollocks, knobhead. There was another one that he liked using that he used to get from the
Jelly
chemist.
Tits Ass.
It was when he got out. It was the one he used when he got out because he used it. There was it at work, weren't there? But I can't remember what it was. I know antimony was.
If Gary Young was working if Graham Young was working in, what's the Israeli equivalent of ICI or British?
Thallium. That's what he used. Is thallium or am I thought thallium was a bit radioactive.
Then maybe there's a radioactive isotope of it, but there's radioactive isotopes of lead.
So it was thallium acetate was his poison of choice.
Yeah, I don't know that's used in photography.
I think that's because that's why they decided to put him in a place with loads of chemicals after he got out from poisoning his family, which is a great idea.
How nice.
So the use of antimony and the beautifying of the eyelids,
and
all kinds of costly stones, and all 2 colouring tinctures, all 2 of them.
Well, you got one colouring tincture, you got the other colouring tincture. What more do you want?
Tinctures, the 2 of them.
Yeah, that's all you need. You don't need more than that, mate.
And there arose much godlessness, and they committed fornication, and they have led astray, and become corrupt in all their ways. Semjaza, how am I supposed to pronounce that one then, I bet?
Yeah, that's probably close enough.
Semjaza taught enchantments and root cuttings. Armoros, the resolving of enchantments. Barakijal taught...
Barack Obama.
Yeah, Barack Obama's taught astrology. Kokabel.
Coco Cobain?
Kokabel, the constellations, and
Guacamole.
This is
he queer?
I do struggle. Is he queer?
Every time, Hemi, we do one of these episodes, I'm wondering, is he actually having a stroke? Do I need to ring 999?
Here you go, I'll cut.
Oh no. Fraser, you do it.
Yeah, you set me straight on this. I just copy and pasted
Your
that
fault,
paragraph. There you go. Look at that.
Look, I don't want to read schizophrenic.
I do struggle with those ancient Hebrew names.
I don't want to read the ramblings of a schizophrenic madman. Is all, you know.
According to this book, 200 fallen angels descended from the heavenly realm onto the summit of Mount Hermon. And there they were so smitten with the beauty of human women that they took the form of human, had sex. That we read all this.
Disgusting.
Dirty filth.
God should sort them out.
Their parents, the fallen angel... I'm still surprised LinkedIn has posts like this on it. Their parents, the fallen angels, taught their children and wives an assortment of new technological... Are they repeating the same thing again?
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
Is this tard? Are they tard loop? Is this tard looping?
Schizos do like to tard loop my river peanuts.
Yeah. No matter how you look at it, oh god, they're doing the folksy talking to the reader. No matter how you look at it,
folks talk.
No matter how you look at it, the last 150 years have been a time of great accomplishments by mankind. It was during this time that computers, phones, televisions, circuit boards, rockets, cars, radios, satellites, microchips, lasers, nuclear weapons, and millions more advancements were made. If we look into our near future, things like hover cars, cloaking devices, force fields, teleportation and the like are all possible. There's been an explosion of technology, and these are all no small accomplishment. These are the things that change the life of most people on the planet. But Hobbit, have you ever just sat and thought for a moment how these inventions came about so quickly?
No. Yes, I have actually.
Yeah.
We did.
Well,
do you remember
that is
the
a good
episode we
point.
did?
Yeah, something else.
The episode we did about electronics.
Yeah.
And microchips, and how all of a sudden we had microchips. And
Well, it was basically my dad saying that it was all reverse engineered from the Roswell crash, and I should do an episode on it. So I said, okay, then, and I looked
I'll do a
into
bit more
semiconductor
blah, blah, blah.
doping.
Well, this schizophrenic would like you to know that my theory is that these technological advances have come out with the aid and the help of fallen angels and the Nephilim.
Look, I don't want to be one of those cringy West Midlands meatball delicacies, but seek meds.
These demonic forces have been privy to secrets that would yield some of the advances we see happening.
Did you
today.
say you mentioned a word there? You said something.
Now these people.
Now you might be thinking if Nephilim has been around since man's creation, why do we only see advancements in the past 150 years?
It seems
That's
we both got autism, haven't we?
That's a good question. That's a good question, Hobbit. Well, according to the scriptures,
let's harken back to the scriptures.
Yeah. Back when it was.
This is Sparta!
So, according to the scriptures, around 3000 BC, some of the parents of the Nephilim, the fallen watcher angels, were bound in chains and cast into hell. This happened during the flood of Noah. And the angels who did not stay within their own position of authority but left their proper dwelling, he is kept in eternal chains under gloomy darkness until the judgment of the great day. That's Jude 1:6. For God did not spare even the angels who sinned. He threw them into hell. Gloomy pits. Did I read that one? Oh, no, it just says the same. That's 2 Peter 2:4. But here's the kicker, Hobbit. Yeah. This is the kicker now. Are you ready for the kicker?
I am unable to contain myself.
Jelly titcher.
Sorry, I'm shaking in anticipation. That's why.
According to the Book of Enoch, these fallen angels were to be once again released after 70. Why do we keep reading the same things over and over again?
What do you mean? Keep reading the same things over and again? This is new. This is new. This is new.
Oh God. Considering the Watcher Angels were bound by God around 3000 BC and are due to be released after 70 generations per the Book of Enoch, if my calculations are correct, that would mean that 70 generations times 70 years, 70 years per one generation would put us in the 1900s or the 20th century.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ba, ba, ba.
but also you're wrong. So that's okay.
Why? Why are they wrong?
Because schizos are never right about anything ever.
I don't know. I'm a schizo and I'm right all the time.
Yeah. This is the exact...
No, you're not schizophrenic, you have
Fraser knows he's
autism.
right, the voice in his head telling he is.
Autism.
This is the exact time that we began witnessing an explosion of knowledge, weaponry, world wars, technology, and imbalance. Well, explain that then, Hobbit!
Oh my god!
They do make a point. They do make a point. I give them half a mark.
Nephilim alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what the ends? Is that what the ends?
It's the Nephilim alarm. Now, I heard that there was some fucking Nephilim in this story.
Yeah.
So I have found a website called Biblioteca Apocalypse. I'm sure I've said it correctly. As noted in previous installments, so there's actually like 11 other installments prior to this. Many UFO investigators have documented redundant comparisons between some conditions of alien activity and demonism, which is malevolence. The aspect of UFO phenomena is almost inevitably tied to generational abduction scenarios and often includes occult practices and belief. Pardon the following repetitive commentary. Well, at least this guy's saying pardon for it, as I believe is important to establish in the mind of the reader.
Pardon for him?
Yeah, well, this is theatre of the mind. So, dear viewer, if you just close your eyes and I will paint you a picture with words. Ooh.
My eyes are closed. I'm ready for this picture to be painted.
And your dog just sort of comes in and starts sniffing and going...
Yeah.
Wait, is this one of this modern art shit? Is that what it's going to be? It's like
No,
shit
it's just it's a theatre of mind. I'm painting a picture. Right, so in 1969, Lynn Cateau, which is a real name, was a senior bibliographer of UFO research conducted by the Library of Congress for the Air Force.
Mousad? The other one's called Soft Salami.
How the fuck are you supposed to read that if your eyes are closed, Emmy?
Are you opening your eyes?
Look, when somebody with a Web 1.0 website speaks, I sit down sharp and listen. In 1969, Lynn Cateau, she'd done a thing called the Air Force Office of...
Is it a green text website?
Yeah. Air Force Office of Scientific...
Still exists. Have a LinkedIn account then.
No. A Library of Congress for the Air Force Office of Scientific Research, Product Order 67-0002 and 680003. I think that's equivalent to about 2800 Ls.
Yeah.
After 2 years and thousands of documents, she concluded that a significant link existed between UFOs and the occult. Well, we did that episode about Rendlesham. No, not Rendlesham.
No,
you know the three-parter?
It was the CIA playing prank on the Yanks.
No, it's the SES.
Sorry, the SAS. What did I say? The CIA, didn't I?
Yeah, the CIA. No, that's a different country.
I'm using the wrong acronyms.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my Reddit badge taken away from me.
A large part of available UFO literature deals with subjects like mental telepathy, automatic writing and invisible entities, poltergeist manifestations and possession. Many UFO reports recount alleged incidents that are strikingly similar to demonic possession and psychic phenomena. Oh, just a brief aside, you know how like the politically correct term for UFOs these days is UAPs?
Yeah.
Right, my friend had forgotten the song UAP, Wet Ass UAPs, and I told him about it, and he started groaning. He says, "Do you realise how long it's been since I heard anybody mention that?" And I said, "But Beavis and Butthead did a review of the thing, and that was quite enlightening." Especially like when they're doing a house tour, it's like we come into the kitchen, you can see it's also full of whores, and coming onto the indoor swimming pool, it's only 2 foot deep, and yes, it is full of whores. In fact. Yeah, every dog. Come on, Beavis. Yeah, you see, every room in this house is full of whores. We got whores in every room in this house.
Hobbit, that's the laziest impression I've ever heard. That's just Cobes.
I know. I'm sorry, Beavis, but you just.
You can only do
Beavis turns to Butthead and goes, "That's what up, Tubes." Professor
Tubes, it is what it is, Tubes.
Professor Elizabeth Hillstrom, in her book "It Is What It Is, Tubes," or "Testing the Spirits," joined that a growing number of academics have also concluded that ufonauts are synonymous with historical demonism. Really? Valley's explanation
this is what they call the unified theory of the paranormal, isn't it? All of this theory, all of these like what we think are different phenomena are actually all the same thing.
Oh, whilst we're on the subject of aliens or demons, I think The Exorcist was Chad Ripperberger, and he's recently been struck off the.
It's not actually. I just call him Chad Ripperberger. I do struggle.
It's
with
Chad
those.
Rippinger. It's
It's
Rippinger,
Ripperger, isn't it? Yeah, I do.
Right.
I do struggle with those.
Rippin. There's an N in there. The Rippin.
So anyway,
I think it's just Ripper.
An Exorcist recently came out and said that UFOs and aliens are demons, and to be wary of them. And the cardinal, that's his boss, has struck him off
It's Chad Ripperger. I just call him Ripperger because it sounds better.
Struck him off recently, saying that his statements were unhelpful to the office of exorcism.
Oh, and
I'm thinking to myself, that is a very controversial statement for a cardinal to make, and this guy is like, he's well known as being an exorcist, and he's a guy that, he's not just like making this up when someone's having like a funny turn. It's like, oh yeah, demons. No, this is a real like legitimate thing which he's done study into. And oh, by the way, one of the things the exorcists have to do prior to doing any exorcism is go to confession, because you've got to confess all of your sins. And the reason being is if you don't, and you're trying to excise a demon from someone, they will read out your sins to everybody there involved. So they will use that against you.
Are you saying demons are grasses?
What I'm saying is that demons really love it when we sin, and they use it to increase your suffering and drive you further away from God. So anyway, he's saying, yeah, these aliens, they're demons, watch out. And this cardinal's just like, well, you're not an exorcist anymore. I thought that was interesting. So anyway, Valley's explanation of UFOs is the most striking, she said, because of its parallels with demonic activity. UFO investigators have noticed these similarities. Valley himself, drawing from extra-biblical literature on demonic activities, establishes a number of parallels between ufonauts and demons. I've never heard the term ufonaut before. Pierre Guérin, a UFO researcher and scientist associated with the French National Council for Scientific Research, is not so cautious. The modern ufonauts and demons of past days are probably identical. Veteran researcher John Keel, who wrote UFOs, Operation Trojan Horse, and other books on the subject, comes to the same conclusion.
Isn't John Keel, is he the guy that's also a psychiatrist as well?
Well, if I'll say this bit...
No, John Keel is the Mothman guy.
Well, he wrote a book called UFOs Operation Trojan Horse. That should give you an insight. The UFO manifestations seem to be, by and large, merely minor variations of age-old demonological phenomenon. Sorry, big words. I do struggle with big words. Whitley Strieber, author of Communion and other books on the subject, said in Transformation, I feel an absolutely indescribable sense of menace. It was hell on earth to be there, and yet I couldn't move, couldn't cry out, couldn't get away. Whatever was there seemed so monstrously ugly, so filthy and dark and sinister. Of course they were demons. They had to be.
Oh, John Keel's a nun kid, by the way.
And they were here and I couldn't get away. He had only recounted in his best-selling book of Communion, there are worse things than death, I suspected, and I was beginning to get the distinct impression that one of them had an interest in me. So far the word demon had never been spoken among the scientists and doctors who were working with me. And why should it have been? We were beyond such things.
Oh,
we were
John
a group
Keel
of...
also resided in an apartment on the Upper West Side. He was a West Side guy.
We were a group of atheists and agnostics, far too sophisticated to be concerned with such archaic ideas as demons and angels. And that is how the devil was worked in this
John
world.
Keel invented the term Men in Black.
He makes everybody think it's all just, material and there's no such thing as the supernatural. And because of that, demon possessions, all that stuff, really fucked up these days.
Yeah.
Weird, eh?
Yeah.
Weird stuff. Anyway, where were we with the schizophrenia? Did you just want to break from the schizophrenia?
I just want... I mean, if you want to read it, knock yourself out, but
furthermore, the book of Daniel tells us that knowledge will increase in the latter days. What does Daniel 12:4 say, Hobbit?
You want me to Bible hub it up, do you?
Yeah, go on. You can do it in the message version if that's your new. And they're not a BBC Pigeon Bible yet.
Daniel,
12:4.
sorry, 12:4 pigeon.
Could this be due to the fact that Watcher Angels are sharing?
Oh
their
yeah, we got
information with
Nigerian
masses?
pigeon Daniel. So what was it? 12:4.
12:4.
But Daniel, make you close and keep the book for secret until this world don't end. Many people go waste their strength. They go waste their strength. They whack it up and down because them not fit understand waiting they happen.
I think might need at least the message version of that because that made no sense to me whatsoever.
Okay, let me Daniel, I think it was all right. So you got to save your strength for later because if you waste it going up and down, you're fucked.
Oh, okay then.
But let's have a look about what it says in. Come on.
So I mean, think about it. For 5,000 years, we saw minor advances in technology. People use nothing more than horseback, boat, carriage, and walking to get round. Since then, since the 1900s, we've now entered a new age of cars, planes, rockets, and we're even travelling to the moon in a little more than 150 years. In my opinion, it would appear they have indeed been released. But Hobbit, I know one last thing you may be thinking. I know you may.
I can.
Daniel, chapter 4:12.
Yeah.
But you, Daniel, roll up and
12:4.
seal the words. Yeah, 12:4.
Oh.
Roll up and seal the words of the scroll until the time of the end. Many will go here and there to increase knowledge.
Oh.
That is a bit
doesn't say-
different from
That's a bit different
to the wet and beholding your strength, Don Talk.
So, Hobbit, one last thing you may be thinking. I know Fraser already is thinking this because he's on the same wavelength as the writer of this article. It's that maybe thinking is that were fallen angels. One thing you may be thinking is that were fallen angels on the earth during the technology gap? The answer is yes. Though it wasn't the group of 200 fallen angels that got bound by God for their sharing of knowledge and having sex with humans, other fallen angels do indeed exist. Because when Satan
sex with humans, it's what they do. Sex with humans.
Other fallen
sexual
angels,
healing.
other fallen
That
angels
sexual
do indeed
feeling.
exist. Because when
Ooh, got that Nephilim feeling. Sexual healing.
have you finished now, Hobbit?
No, I'm having an episode.
Have you caught schizophrenia from this article?
I'm just thinking of that sexual feeling.
No, sexual healing.
Sexual healing.
Wake up. Let's make love tonight.
Sexual healing lyrics.
I think you're thinking of something else because that was
Marvin Gaye sexual healing.
Yeah,
Oh, baby, now let's go down tonight. Ooh, 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 ook.
you are completely
Baby.
making the tune up to that.
Baby, I just hot like an oven. Heal me, my
When
darling.
I get that feeling, it's like sexual healing.
Oh yeah, that's the chorus.
I once played.
When I get that feeling.
I once played this full volume on a Bluetooth speaker in Costco, and the missus was not impressed.
With that sexual healing. Sexual healing. Oh, baby, makes me feel so fine. Helps to relieve my mind. You should have just played chimp noises. Oh, you know what you could have played on the Bluetooth speaker? 10 hours relax. I was going to say 10 hours of relaxing diarrhea ASMR.
Ram Ranch.
Oh, you could have
Why is it
played Ram
Americans love
Ranch.
Ram Ranch so much? Why is it Americans' favourite song?
I don't know if you know this right, but Americans, right, a little bit fruity, a little bit qua.
So anyway,
They're very interested in like the shape of boys' penises and how much skin you should cut from them.
Other
So
fallen angels doing a little off the top. Other fallen angels do indeed exist because when Satan was cast out of heaven, he took a part of the angels with him. This is likely more than the 200 spoken of in the Book of Enoch. So the 200 spoken of in the Book of Enoch were the really naughty ones.
all right.
It's also like
What?
Yeah.
No, I just editorialised that bit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying like,
Yeah,
what?
I just editorialised that bit. It's also likely that because of the punishment of the 200 from God, that the other fallen angels on Earth opted not to share information, fearing a similar punishment, but they decided to now.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, but now we're in the latter days. In the latter days, God has removed his hand of protection and released the original group of 200 angels. We must also remember that demons are on Earth.
Well, hold on. Like Lucifer, like was cast out before the 200.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like that they're still around.
I don't know. I didn't give this person schizophrenia. They had it anyway.
So you got it the other way around, love. It's like
Yeah.
It's a different guy.
Yeah, but Fraser, they are not the same as fallen angels. The Bible distinguished them as different, and so should we.
what?
They too are on
Yeah,
the
but
earth
no,
tempting
but-
the masses.
No.
Yeah, but no, but yeah, but...
I can get with the technology, like
Fraser,
from,
the
like,
schizophrenic said we must.
We must.
You must.
right.
Yeah, get with the
Listen and
program,
believe.
Fraser.
Yeah.
No, I can agree with this theory of the technology thing from.
I'll
like,
give
the
you this article
1800s
then,
on.
Fraser. Then you can
I can
enjoy
agree
it.
with
You
that.
can enjoy it at your leisure.
It's, you know.
So yeah, so if you want conspiracy theories, etc., have a good look through LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
I
Hermon.
never thought the best place for schizophrenia was LinkedIn. Should I share this article with my fellow workers?
Yeah,
This is
Yeah,
from someone
sure.
called Kenneth Golden.
nice.
So there we go, Kenneth Golden, our favourite schizophrenic.
Hello, my name is Kenneth Golden. Let me tell you about Nephilim, River Peanuts, River Peanuts.
Ah, this is good. Do you want to listen to? Do you want to listen to 50 Shades of Pissed Off? WordPress.com. Oh, it's no longer available.
That's a shame.
There's a lot of dead links in this article.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Does this look like the UN's biggest and most important base to you? Few shacks and a radio antenna. Also, it's below the actual summit. Actually, I'm just going through the comments.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, I can listen to "Sexual Healing" by Marvin Gaye.
You'll like it, I bet.
So fine. How's to relieve my mind? Sexual healing, baby.
Shall we? We've
When I
we've
get that
half an hour. Do
feeling.
you want me to try and find some more schizophrenia to enjoy that?
Well, look, we could do the stuff about fucking Stargates. you know, now that we're 3/4
Ooh,
into this
alright.
fucking episode.
Oh, all right. Do Stargate.
Ree!
I'll let you do Stargate at the start. How
Oh, well, we were
how
talking
much
about
more
Stargate.
Stargate do you need?
We need like another 20 seasons of Stargate. That's how
Yeah.
many. But not the gay and lame ones.
Stargate fandom thing in.
You know what? I probably am. Like, have you seen? There's also the Stargate but racist fandom.
No, I wouldn't. I
Oh, it
wouldn't agree
is.
with that. I wouldn't necessarily co-sign that.
There's also a thing called Star Trek but racist as well. And I remember what's his name? Alpha Chad William Riker was a member of it.
Hold on a minute. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, Hermon means forbidden place. Where did you get your name from, Hobbit?
I got it from, hey, go to Israel and go on the tour of Mount Hermon. You know, which is...
do you want to know what Rabbi Jose says?
you never met my brother, Rabbi Hoseby.
Rabbi Jose says, following a tradition that these Nephilim were Uzzah and Azazel, bless me, whom God deprived
Azazel.
of their supernatural sanctity. How, it may be asked, can they exist in this world? Rabbi Hoya answers, that's his name, Rabbi Hoya.
Hiya.
Is
Hoya.
Rabbi Hoya.
Hang on. Is that like? Have you ever seen this comedy character called Uncle Roger who talks about fried rice?
No.
Yeah,
It's like whenever he's like looking at what Jamie Olive Oil or Kay's cooking does, he goes, his expletive of pain is hiya.
Yeah.
So now I'm just thinking of Rabbi hiya.
Yeah, Rabbi Hiya answers
Rabbi hiya.
that they were a class of spirits referred to in the words "and birds which fly on the earth." Genesis 1:20. And these, as we said, have
These people.
What is Genesis? Is that right? Like, I don't trust any of these Bible verses they're quoted.
Well, Hemi, there is a podcast you can listen to called Bible in a Year.
Yeah.
It starts off with
Well, I don't need that.
Genesis.
I've got you, and you've got Google.
You got Google too, but anyway, sexual healing, and it's good for me,
because
and
you're
it's good
refusing
to
read
me.
any of this stuff out, I'm having to read it, which means you're having to Google it.
But I told you I wasn't going to read the schizophrenia drivel. I was going to read the stuff about Stargates, like Whitley Strieber has said stuff to say.
Oh, go on then. Do you Whitley Strieber a bit?
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
have
what
to.
was the Genesis thing you wanted
1:20.
first?
It says "and birds which fly on the earth." Doesn't "and birds which
Genesis
fly on the earth"
1.
refer to birds which fly on the earth?
Well, yeah, that's. Oh, hang on. So the fifth day of creation to populate the waters and skies.
Yeah.
And God said, "Let the waters teem with living creatures, and let the birds fly above the earth and in the open expanse of the sky." So key elements of this verse include aquatic life, avian life, and divine authority. There we go.
Well, apparently that's a class of spirits referred to in the words "and birds which fly on the earth."
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, let's
Well-
leave it there then.
All I need to know is, what does River Peanuts make of all of this?
Yeah, go on then. Tell us what River Peanuts makes.
So Whitley Strieber said some stuff about demons. He then earlier recounted his best-selling book,
Whitley
Communion.
Strieber wrote the book Communion, didn't he? That's Whitley Strieber,
Yeah.
isn't it? So he was abducted by demon aliens.
Oh, well, you said there's worse things than death, and that's demon stuff.
Yeah.
So what some ufologists see the recurring malevolent
Actually,
visitation.
Hobbits pronounced ufologists.
Oh yeah, ufologist. Genuine abduction theme is genuinely demonic. That is, fallen angels are disembodied warrior spirits, enemies of God
You don't-
and
You don't get
humanity.
visited by a disembodied warrior spirit, do you?
No, seeking to corrupt the human race and or recreate Homo
What if you got
sapiens
disemboweled
in
by
their
a
image.
disembodied warrior spirit? That'd be really fun.
That would be ghostlings. Dreadful. Seeking to correct the human race and recreate Homo sapiens in their image, other ufologists see just the opposite, claiming that the writers of the Bible simply interpreted the unknown phenomena in the same way as the rest of us might have, the best way we could and within our own particular world views. Ooh.
Oh, so
Well-
are we down to the people writing the Bible were too thick because they're from the past? Is that where we're at now? Is it?
Oh, you stupid caveman Bible writers, superstitious idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know as much? How do you know as much as a blue-haired woman with a gender studies degree?
Oh, have you heard the latest Islamic refutation of the Bible?
Go on then.
Actually, the mustard seed isn't the smallest seed in the world. In Patagonia, there's an orchard seed, and it's microscopic. So,
actually-
Jesus is
What
wrong.
about a
Alhamdulillah.
jizz? What about a jizz? That's a really small seed.
Yeah. So, you're wrong, and praise Allah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do ancient records, including Genesis 6, account support... Hang on, let me try and do that again. Do ancient records, including the Genesis 6 account... There we
Edit
go.
that out in post, I bet you'll be fine.
Ah, brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll edit out the bits where you're sneezing because the bullshit's giving you allergies. So the Genesis 6 account supports the theory that alien creatures travel from distant planets or other dimensions in UFOs, performed reproductive experiments on women, and were
I
afterwards...
thought you said, I had to listen to the whole sentence. I thought you said ailing animals.
Yeah.
I thought you meant animals that were poorly.
The greys...
Earth in UFOs.
The greys are kind of an ailing animal, so, there is that. And were afterward honoured in the images and folklore of the gods' mythology. Or is the story in Genesis and elsewhere a record of fallen angels acting in accord with Satan?
Is there any chance that it could be about God creating the earth, or am I just...
Well, yeah, it's about creating the Earth, but it's also, later on in Genesis, there's some other stuff that happens. So, like that's the first bits of Genesis, about how the world formed and Eve's transgression and Adam being convinced because of crumb of pussy and what have you. So, bad stuff happens. So what we're on to? The fallen angels acting in accord with Satan. What, if anything, would this tell us about the origin of the gods and current interstellar phenomena? Are we experiencing an ongoing invasion of Earth by intergalactic scientists, or is Satan busy advancing the most sophisticated con in history? Can it be a bit of columns A and B?
This is starting to sound fucking highly anti-Semitic to me.
It's beginning to sound a bit boomery to me.
Yeah.
Some believe the latter is the case, and at the end times, fearful sights and great signs from heaven, which is in Luke 21:11, will see Satan contriving an alien invasion to explain those taken in a rapture. New Agers would call it the cleansing, or introduction of the Antichrist. Thessalonians 2:8 and 2:12 says, "And then shall the wicked one be revealed, whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all the power and signs and lying wonders."
So Satan isn't the wicked one?
When it says, "Then shall the wicked one be revealed, whose coming is after the work of Satan,"
Yeah.
is after the working of Satan, with all the power and signs and lying wonders. "And for this God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness." It could be that the wicked one is the Antichrist. Oh, here we go. The idea is that when the Antichrist is revealed, he'll be accompanied by lying wonders, like i.e. the UFOs being used to introduce the man of sin. Of course, the world will react to the sudden arrival of intergalactic Superman with awe and wonder.
Couldn't Trump be the man of sin? Because he did shit on that porn star's chest or whatever the left were trying to tell us.
I don't think he's charismatic enough to be the Antichrist. He has to be some.
He's the biggest, greatest. He's the greatest Antichrist. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm the best ever Antichrist. There hasn't been one that's been better than me.
I mean, if you ask my dad, Vladimir Putin's the Antichrist. I was like, Dad, he's not charismatic enough to be, and also he's not young enough.
Yeah, he's a bit autistic.
Elon Musk is probably too old to be it, but I can understand people say, yeah, he's not charismatic enough as well.
Yeah, he'd like when he talks, doesn't he?
I don't think
he doesn't
the Antichrist.
Tony Blair cadence.
Yeah, well, look, that's just the Dark Lord of Satan. That's not an Antichrist.
Yeah, that's
he's not
obvious. It can't be Tony Blair. That's just like, yeah, all right, God.
Put it this way: when the Antichrist comes, he's going to be he's going to be so amazing, and you'll look at him. And the other thing the Antichrist will do is, like, all these corrupt politicians and stuff, which allow, like, I don't know, 250,000 little girls to be raped and tortured.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah. Right, we made it, nearly, anyway.
Yeah.
The Antichrist, it's that word again. The Antichrist could come in, right, and he could have all of those politicians executed, and then people would cheer him on and say, like, he's the saviour, he's the one that's going to save him. He's the one, he's too old. He's the one that's going to save us from all these evildoers.
Is Charlie Downs the Antichrist?
He's the one that's going to save us from all these evildoers. And you see, he will do things like that. He will take his servants who have done his bidding by doing all these horrible things, he'll kill them, and then people will go like, well, this guy, he's going to sort things out and he's doing all this stuff. And eventually, it'll get to a thing of saying, like, well, look, we can't have, like, all these vape shops running with cash in hand jobs. So we're going to have to...
He's very charismatic.
He's so charismatic. He is. He put it this way: no other prime minister in the past would say, "I'm going to kill all of the Dartmoor ponies. I fucking hate ponies."
Yeah.
But because Sir Keir Starmer's doing it, everyone's just like, "Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable policy." There's definitely something that's up there, and, like, what do we do? Fix the potholes? No. Make sure there's enough power to keep the lights on.
He's fixing the potholes by killing the ponies and melting them down.
Is he going to melt the ponies into the potholes?
Yeah. Do you think when someone in the cabinet said, Keir Starmer, whisper, 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 and he interpreted that as like, melt down Dartmoor ponies to fill in the fucking potholes?
Yeah.
Jesus. Give me strength.
Like, I don't know why anyone thinks it's going to be worse with Andy Burnham. At least Andy Burnham's human. Starmer isn't even a human being. He has no favourite song and no favourite book. At least you know Andy Burnham will probably say something by the Beatles, don't you?
And Harry Potter, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, like, Keir Starmer hasn't had a visit from the Nudge Unit to say, my favourite song is Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger, beep, boop, beep. That is my favourite song.
Isn't it marvellous that we've now privatised the Nudge Unit and sold it abroad?
Yeah.
Isn't it great how the Nudge Unit's also been revealed, where people's just like, yeah, we come and intimidate grieving families to make sure they say it's not political.
Yeah.
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 The Nudge Unit, wonderful thing.
To be fair,
guys,
good on that Rhiannon. What's her name? I've forgotten her name. Rhiannon something. The one who got stabbed with a screwdriver by that by the person.
Rhiannon White.
Helping.
Yeah,
Rhiannon White.
Sharp.
Her mum's fantastic. Her mum's out there going, yeah, it's all bullshit.
I mean, it needs to be said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
let's hear more of Keir Starmer, Antichrist.
Oh yeah, Keir Starmer, the Antichrist, because he's so charismatic. Personally, he could take a Dartmoor pony into the House of Commons.
He could charm the Dartmoor ponies from the trees.
And then he could take out his ceremonial Kirpan, which is purely ceremonial, and stab the Dartmoor pony 5 times in the lungs to perforate it. Yeah. And whilst the pony's crying out and going why are you killing me? And Keir Starmer's just like, I don't think so,
I
mate.
think you are, mate.
And everyone would just be cheering Keir Starmer and go, oh, Sir Keir, this is such a great thing. When I voted for you, I voted to kill all the fucking Dartmoor ponies. If there's one thing I was just I can't stand those fucking Dartmoor ponies wandering around wild, not paying their fucking taxes.
Infesting the face, eating all the grass.
Staring lecherously at children and grooming them. And saying, come children, let's have a pony ride. Woo! Those are the Dartmoor ponies with their vape shops and their Turkish barbers. Fucking ponies.
Do you think he read about Kelpies and got a bit mixed up?
What, you mean Gordon Brown, whilst he was sitting on this well, let me tell you a scary story, Sir Keir. Oh no, I don't like the scary stories. Now listen here, let me tell you about the Kelpie. You see, it resembles the Dartmoor pony, and it's evil. It will lure children into a watery grave.
Back, it'll take you into the depths of Loch Ness. But we don't have a Loch Ness in England. You will.
They'll drown them in the watery grave of the puddles of Dartmoor.
But I've done absolutely nothing about children being raped and murdered already. Why would I care about this?
Do you think Gordon Brown plucks out his glass eye and puts it in Keir Starmer's mouth and tells him, "No, you put down your mouth. You stay quiet until I'm done telling you stories." Blah, 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 blah.
When a one-eyed Scottish man is talking, you listen.
you sit down on his lap and you listen. Of course, the world would react to the sudden arrival of an intergalactic Superman with awe and wonder, and some cannot help but connect this fact to the prophet Daniel's discussion of an Antichrist who will worship Baal, the Lord of the Sky, which is also called Baal-Bamoth, and was the Lord of aerial regions, and Baal-Zebub was the Lord of those that fly, or flit about in the atmosphere. In the New Testament, Satan is referred to as being the prince of the powers of the air. Scriptures that lead some to believe the aerial phenomenon interpreted as UFO activity could be part of a last days delusion, something to trick mankind into accepting the appearance of Antichrist. It says the appearance. It just says accepting the appearance of Antichrist.
You must experience
the appearance of Antichrist. If suddenly hundreds of spacecraft visibly arrived in our atmosphere, they say, piloted by beings who appear to be advanced humanoids, these beings could arguably claim to have removed believers into high-tech rapture, and will simultaneously present the leader, Antichrist,
rapture, do you want low-tech rapture,
as the awaited Messiah, and in brackets it's saying Quetzalcoatl or Dionysus ?
Oh, that's Quetzalcoatl, and that's the.
I do struggle with them Aztec names.
Yeah, I was going to say he's the Aztec.
He's a winged serpent. Yeah. Under the scenario, these beings might also point to ancient megaliths, pyramids.
One of the princes of hell comes on the wind, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, Beelzebub.
Hold on.
He's the Lord of Things That Fly, or Lord of the Flies. So, under this scenario, these beings might also point to ancient megaliths. Are you getting out your big book of demonic creatures that are demonic?
No, I'm just doing me big Google. Doing me big Google
I gotta say,
of Princes of Hell.
I've been to Fortean Towers HQ, and Hemi's got this library with the Reader's Digest Guide to Demons and Ghosts.
Yeah, that's a spooky book. That shit me up when I was a kid.
Yeah. Under the scenario, the beings that also point to ancient megaliths, periods, and gods and mythology as proof of an ancient visitation of planet Earth by them as the Elohim. My mum got me this book called the Oxford English Dictionary Book of Ghosts. It was a bunch of short stories. Some of them really shit me up. They were very scary. The late Pulitzer Prize-winning author Carl Sagan was, until his death, working on the screenplay about the ramifications of just such a saviour appears in the coming millennium. In the new Superman Returns movie from Warner Brothers, director... Oh, so this date's when this was published.
I think it's Scioli is the ninth prince. He commands 104 legions of demons, and is specifically noted to cause a great windstorm when conjured.
Yeah. So he's a Hindu god then. In the new Superman Returns movie from Warner Brothers, director Bryan Singer plays off the apocalyptic end of the world.
It's funny enough, as soon as Me Too got to the gays, it stopped. It's weird that, isn't it?
Well, you know, as we all know, the gays would never do anything inappropriate sexually. Plays off the apocalyptic end of the world scenario accompanied by a saviour appears from the sky in the nick of time to rescue humanity from annihilation. The trailer for Superman Returns repeats...
I believe it's pronounced annihilation.
For humanity from ultimate destruction.
Yeah.
The trailer for Superman Return repeats the strong Messiah symbolism seen in recent films, The Matrix and Star Wars.
The brand new symbolism of Superman as Messiah. Wow, this is...
Yeah.
I'm just hearing this now.
It's seen in recent films like The Matrix and Star Wars. Superman's celestial heavenly father...
It's almost like it's some sort of eternal fucking truth, isn't it? It's really weird like that.
Superman's celestial heavenly father says there can be a great people, Ka-El, if they wish to be.
Yeah.
They only lack the light to show the way. For this reason above all...
Ka-El? It's probably Ka-El by now, isn't it?
Yeah. Their capacity for good. I've sent them to you, my only son. Beware the coming Superman saviour. Oh, we got some praying mantis creature in this. That's an interesting drawing. What else we got? There's stuff about abduction. So what are the experts saying? Where is all of this leading? Oh, I'll do that. The Devil and Antichrist from Last Judgment by Luca Signorelli. Okay, that's an interesting looking painting. Given the abundant universal prophecies that the end times will witness... what we... it's there in...
What's it called? Is it already in there? Where's it in?
Yeah, do you see my thing? It doesn't have a preview thing. It's just above what you posted.
Oh, Biblio...
Teclippides. Yeah. So I'm towards the end of it. So where's all of this leading? Given the abundant...
Signorelli, that's the one, I got it.
Yeah. Given the abundant universal prophecies that the end times will witness what we have been calling a reopening of the gates of heaven and descending of a saviour, it's important to note that from the Middle Ages forward, many church leaders have believed that the Antichrist will ultimately be conceived through demonality, the union of a demon and a human. St. Augustine work of demonality in the City of God. Oh, that's what my friend said I should listen to.
What?
There's an audiobook recording of City of God. And in De Demonialite, I do struggle with those long Latin names. I'm going to say in De Demon et Incubis et Succubi, Father Lucovius Maria Sinistari
transported back to ancient Greece.
Diamanio, well, this is Renaissance Italy, qualified the connection between hybridization of demons and humans. To theologians and philosophers, it is a fact that from copulation of humans, man or woman, with a demon, human beings are sometimes born. It is by this process the Antichrist must be born, according to a number of doctors.
Is this a German guy that moved to Italy, is it?
He's from northern Italy, near Milan. The children generated in this manner.
He's right northern Italy, near
As I was saying, The children generated by this unholy union in this man of incubi are tall, very strong, very daring, very magnificent, and very
Does he like the
wicked.
Swedish meatballs?
You see, how do you say, Scuzzy? Phobos clarifies this for Joe in our novel, The Araman Gate. Joe raised the special container with a heavy sigh. So, if Apollyon is somehow embodied in Apol, we could actually be carrying the embryo of Antichrist here. That's correct. According to the Bible, the Antichrist will be the son of perdition, the male progeny of the Greek
Was Keir Starmer
Apollia,
there as well?
or Apollyon. The implication couldn't be clearer. The man of sin will be the physical offspring of the destroyer demon, a transgenic of the highest order, and he hates fucking demoniac Dartmoor ponies and elsewhere. He'd never run short of such material. Typical women supplied thousands of eggs, and the process for multiplication, unlike at other government-funded cloning labs, had been solved at the Montero thanks to the Droper, which explained the process of cell division in humans and primates using a combination of egg fertilization to jumpstart spindle formation. Oh, we all know what spindle formation is. No need to explain what that is. Replication process to start again. By dividing cells in this way, he'd create as many as 16 single-celled embryos at a time. All but one were typically frozen, while the remaining embryos stayed in the petri dish, dividing, specialising, transforming into Homo Nephilim. Yet unlike regular Nephilim code, which had been highly successful, every embryo made of apole special DNA had degenerated into worthless cell matter before developing far enough to be
SJJ has a
implanted.
sock full of special DNA under his desk, doesn't he?
He's got a dog's anus full of special DNA matter. Yet any day now, he told himself, he would triumph. His son, the son of perdition, would inevitably be conceived.
His
It
granddad
had
was
to.
most disappointed about the way he treated that dog, wasn't he?
He's very proud of his grandson, though.
Except for the dog's limp.
He's such a good athlete, but, you know, just Stephen J. James needs to work off that steam in another way. The enigma was about to open, and the master would step through it. He would expect a body, a host for his transmigration. The biblical seed of Satan depended on it. If the Antichrist is in fact at length the physical offspring of a demon, not only would he be the exact opposite of Jesus, but the forerunner of the return of the Nephilim. This fact could be extremely important given that the prophet Isaiah tied the return of the Nephilim to the destruction.
Because Dutch people are really tall, aren't they?
Well, also incredibly wicked. Oh.
Yeah.
Tied the return of the Nephilim to the destruction of the city of Babylon and the end days in Isaiah. The prophet... Oh, so this is the Septuagint version. The prophet said...
Shit! So, Tommy Robinson's firing shots off at Tucker Carlson.
Oh, I thought you was like, you know, doing a Raoul Moat. He's just firing shots off into people.
So he's quote tweeted Rupert Lowe's rape gang inquiry report, and Tommy
He's saying,
Robinson
"Oh, I don't see what the big
mate,
idea is."
Mate, you not talking about this, Tucker Carlson?
I think Tucker Carlson will be talking about it. I mean, it's... Yeah, what do you want to say? It's like there's a lot to read, and it's you know, there's a lot of it. So anyway, blah blah blah. Nephilim returning, Tower of Babel, the Watchers first descent to Earth on Mount Hermon during the days of Jared. And considering David Flynn's incredible research into Mount Hermon at the year 2012, and lastly some Rapture believers count backwards 7 years from 2012 to this December. So what? This is 2005. One wonders if there isn't a bit too much coincidence going on at present in light of Isaiah's prophecy concerning Iraq and God's exalting. Open the gates, ye ruler, I give command and I bring them, the giants are coming to fulfill my wrath.
Have you seen what the EU have done?
Adobe Flash Player is no longer supported.
Apparently, the EU Parliament chanting send them back after passing some deportation regulation.
So you're telling me the EU is now more racist than England?
Yeah.
These are rookie numbers. We got
any more
butlers.
racist than Keir Starmer. He's trying to kill all British people.
And the Dartmoor ponies, because fuck the Dartmoor ponies, am I right? I mean, that's a great vote winner. It's just like... Imagine the civil service like Keir Starmer, your approval ratings are dangerously low. Hold my alcohol-free beer. Meh, beh, 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 beh. Yep.
Yep.
I'm done now. I don't want to read any more boomer stuff.
Okay. You're done with the
It didn't
boomers.
say anything about stargates and travel to interdimensional realms,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah,
just
well,
like,
I was waiting for the Stargates, but it never came on. Why don't you tell us
Well-
tell us what you know about?
What I know about
Oh,
stargates
did you know Avi
is
Loeb is going to set up a UAP Science Advisory Council?
yeah, and also he's having an argument with the angry astronomer about the true nature of Three Eye Atlas.
Oh.
Yeah, they've been sort of going a bit back and forth on various platforms about it.
Okay.
Hmm. Yep. Well, that's angry astronaut who says, "Stay angry about space." Ugh.
Warning in New York over invasive fish that can survive out of water. Do you know about this one?
Again, the
No.
dolphins have finally learned to breathe on land.
One example is the northern snakehead, which is a type of fish from Asia that has managed to establish itself not only in the mid-Atlantic and eastern US, but now in New York State as well. This particular creature has no natural predators and is even able to survive out of water for days at a time, providing it doesn't dry out, enabling it to move from one body of water to another. So concerning is its impact on the local ecosystem that wildlife officials have taken to asking anglers not to return them to the wild if caught, and to take steps to kill any that they happen to catch.
Right. So, do you remember the time when NASA did an experiment on the moon? They
Oh shit, hold on,
dropped.
one more thing. The fish, which resembles a snake, can lay thousands of eggs at once and hatch within days.
Grim.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Sorry, Hobbit.
I love how NASA was once like, "Oh yeah, we did this experiment on the moon and actually ran like a bell for about 8 hours, and literally nobody seems to care or remember that this happened." Do you remember this thing? They struck the moon with a bomb, and it rung like a bell for about 8 hours, which means the moon is hollow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hollow like a bell, and that's why it rung.
People
I just thought people ought to know that.
but look, I'll put this picture up. Where is it? News HQ. Plane of jars. Right, okay. Hobbit, what does that look like to you? That looks like a fucking Lego head to me. It's like, you bastards! You've destroyed it all.
Well,
did we? You look on the street.
are you? Yeah, well, I was waiting for it to update. Yeah, that's that's a giant Lego headpiece. Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes me think of a giant Lego head. It just reminds me of the end of Planet of the Apes. You bastards! You destroyed it all. You destroyed
You
all
damn
the
dirty
Lego.
apes! You blew it up!
Yeah.
You blew it up! Damn you!
Yeah. Oh,
Damn dirty apes!
so they found their purpose. The find was made after archaeologists. I do struggle with those Greek names.
Easy for you to say.
Unearthed a particularly large stone jar and discovered it contained the remains of 37 individuals.
Right.
So there we go.
Gnarly, dude.
Lego, and they're not Lego heads, they're jars.
Do you remember a band called the Lemonheads?
Yes. Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
Did they actually sing that?
Yes, they did.
Oh.
It's the song they're most famous for.
All right. Cool.
I don't know any other songs by the Lemonheads.
Neither do I.
Oh, didn't they do one for a Mike Myers film? But I can't remember which Mike Myers film.
You mean the guy in Wayne's World and Austin Powers?
Yeah.
All right.
Trump's
Gnarly.
released the third batch of UFO files.
UFO files.
UFOs are a distraction, claims China's answer to Nostradamus.
Oh yeah. What was that? Ching Chong Damus.
Let's see what his name is.
Ching Chong Ping Pong the Third.
Jiang Summit. Where is it?
What's it, Yang?
Jiang Ching
Damas.
Chong Ping.
Zhang Damas.
Oh God,
J-
I do struggle with those Chinese names. Zhang Zequin, Xueqin.
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're certainly spelt in a way.
Mm.
Oh, they're still looking for that missing U.S. Air Force general. That was a bit queer, wasn't it? That was.
It does somewhat queer the pitch on the idea of him being a queer.
Oh well, no, he's not a queer. I just said it was a bit queer. I thought I'd use.
Oh, well, he looks like a queer. Talks like a queer.
In the traditional sense. Here you go, Hobbit. It's been rumbling around for a while. I've just put it in the general if you want to read a bit. So he's been missing for several months. He's like a top military guy.
Chop catch.
He has a certain set of skills. Like they shouldn't have been able to take him.
And yet they did. I have a highly specific set of skills, I do.
It's a specific set. They don't include escaping kidnappers.
No. Or leaving Dartmoor ponies alive.
No, that's Queer Stalin's thing. That is.
He hates those Dartmoor ponies. I remember his manifesto. I was like, nobody's going to vote for this. It's like, I promise to exterminate every single pony in Dartmoor if you elect me.
Oh, how about this one then? A construction worker has successfully backed the right horse after following the instructions left in an old.
Well, it's
time
not a
capsule.
Dartmoor pony then, is it?
The bizarre series of events began when Josh Smalls, a restoration site manager working at South London's Crystal Palace Park. For more info on the Crystal Palace, read about watch our episode on Joseph Paxton.
Oh, yes. Sir Joseph Paxton.
Sir Joseph Paxton, inventor of the
Who
banana.
was suspiciously quiet on the issue of Dartmoor ponies.
He knows all about the bananas, though, doesn't he? It contained 4 old
He
coins.
invented the Cavendish banana.
It contained 4 old coins and a note detailing the intentions of whoever had left it there. The note explained that the coins had been won betting on a horse called Santa Claus at the Epsom Derby in 1964. Whoever found the capsule, the author wrote, should use the money to bet on a future race by backing a horse whose name can in some way be associated with Santa Claus. As it happens, this year's Derby happened to have a horse running named Christmas Day. To find a piece of history, blah, 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 and it won.
Oh.
Yeah. To add this to this even further, the man who found the capsule was named Krasian, which it happens is the Romanian word for so a Romanian stole some money from someone in 1964, reached his little dirty little hands through time and stole from someone in 1964.
A Jippo stealing stuff.
Oh,
that's amazing. That is a Fortean story. I've never heard a story of a Romanian stealing.
Have you heard about this one? Exorcist removed for suggesting that the UFOs are demonic in nature.
Hemi, if you cast your mind back to about 20 minutes ago when I was talking about ufology.
It's not Chad Ripperberger.
I know, but that's like the only demon, the only exorcist we know. But that's the one I was talking about this week.
Yeah, but that's not Chad Ripperberger.
Oh, well, look, it's an exorcist that he's been told he can't do exorcism now because he said that aliens
It's Cardinal Robert McElroy, the Catholic Archbishop of Washington, D.C.
Yeah, and he's just said, no, you can't be an exorcist anymore because you liken demons to aliens.
Yeah.
Which some would say is a valid comparison.
Yeah. So
what's the name of the exorcist?
So Cardinal Robert McElroy, Catholic Archbishop of Washington, D.C., announced that the Archdiocese will be severing ties with a Washington-based non-profit headed up by Monsignor Stephen Rossetti because he'd been linking UFOs to demonic presence. And because the centre's recent use of social media gravely undermines the Church's very precise teaching on the devil, demons and exorcism. So they're saying that he's going off script.
They don't like unorthodoxy amongst the exorcists. They got to be really conservative and careful what they say. I looked up because there's all these interesting terms in the Catholic Church I didn't know about. It's like, what's a Monseigneur?
But
because
is there actually anything in the Bible that says that there's no that there are creatures in outer space?
Well,
it doesn't even reference the universe, does it?
Yeah.
There is no universe.
Well,
It's water.
The-
There's water. That's
The
it.
Old Testament prayer to Adonai or God was like ruler of the universe,
Okay.
and I think universe is just Greek for all that is, ever was, and will be.
Yeah.
Creation, basically.
Yeah, the
The
God
Earth.
of creation.
But as in, like, the moon and the stars and little green men from other planets, like, the Bible doesn't mention anything like that, does it?
No, because there's a space. There is no space. There is no outer space. It's all
The
water.
thing you
Separate the
that-
waters above from the waters below. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
I'm up to Second Kings now in the Bible, and I've read a few bits in the New Testament. The thing about the Bible, it's not an authoritative historical account. There's like
Well, the point being, how can they say he's going off piste when?
what I'm trying to say is that there's no mention of the pyramids in the Bible or other
Nope.
interesting things like there's no mention of Stonehenge or Göbekli Tepe. These are very interesting things, but they're just not mentioned in the Bible. The fact is, exorcists have to be very vigorous. Like I said, they have to confess all of their sins before they can do any excising of demons. Now, the thing is, I would have been like saying, other people are being less charitable about this. They're saying that, oh, well, look, this cardinal works with the devil, and that's why he's getting rid of one of these best exorcists because he's a threat to the devil and his demons. Now, I'm not saying that. I think that's a bit sensationalist. I do kind of think it's a bit sad that he's been. Well, he says he's no longer going to be working with him. That doesn't mean that this Monseigneur has been. Now,
Oh, what is a
It's-
Monsignor? You were going to start saying.
yeah. So Monseigneur is French for my lord, and it means the same thing in Italian. So they say Monseigneur, and it's a special rank of a priest. It's not a bishop, but he's a priest that's like given a special role by the Pope. So, like, did you know there's chaplains inside the Vatican? And they're called Monseigneur.
Yeah, I've heard the phrase before. I've heard the rank before.
I didn't know. I thought they were just like a polite term, like saying, "Oh,
Yeah, so
that
did I.
priest is my lord because I work for him" or something. But no, Monseigneur is a rank in the church, and because this exorcist is an exorcist, he can't be doing like usual priestly activities like doing masses and weddings and baptisms. He's like his job is exorcism.
I don't know, don't they need to do stuff like that? Like, otherwise you could fucking burn out doing that shit all the time, couldn't you?
I think it's probably one of those things that a lot of the time they're just resting. They're given a what? It's not a stipend. What's that word? A sinecure. So most of the time it's a sinecure, but occasionally they are called on. It's like, look, you need to investigate this demonic activity. Yeah, and it's. I think the idea of Monseigneur is very interesting. I think that's an interesting thing.
Right, I'm about done. How about you, lads?
Yeah, I would say we really uncovered. We got to the truth of the matter on these Stargates, didn't we? And we didn't veer
Right to the
off
fucking
track.
To be fair, the show is about what's it? Why can't I remember the name of that fucking mountain?
Mount Hermon.
Mount Hermon. Jesus Christ, what is going on?
The Woodwoses, they got it in
Maybe
for you,
should we
mate.
act to Radio Lazarus? Does anyone know what Radio Lazarus is?
You'll have to tell me, mate. I've never heard of it.
A Stargate is what happens when MacGyver gets old.
Yeah. Well, it's not really about Richard Dean
Dom
Anderson,
said
though,
that's
is
my
it?
favourite song. I Must Be Sexual Healing is Dom's favourite song.
No.
I thought it was Willy Bum Bum.
Willy
Dom,
Bum.
Dom does seem like a Willy Bum Bum kind of guy, doesn't he?
I think if Dom heard Willy Bum Bum, he'd be like, you know what? This song's all right. I like it.
I like the Willy Bum Bum song. It's my favourite song. I think Dom would say that.
Dom, you need to listen to a song called Willy Bum Bum. You'll like it.
And it was sung by our friend Geralt.
Yeah, Geralt is a very good singer, and he sung the song Willy Bum Bum. It's a powerful ballad for our time, really.
Dom sent us a song called Cunt Face.
Is that by Cunt and the Gang?
No, it's by Nassan Bluton.
Oh, that's German then.
Yeah.
I don't like foreign muck.
There you go. If anybody wants to listen to it, I've just put it in general.
Oh, I got a crick in my neck.
Nas Bluton, 100% no soul guaranteed. Oh, that's taking the mick out of the Northern Soul, isn't it? I get that joke. Anyway, I think time to wrap it up. I'm done. I'm done, and I'm literally fucking cooking in this really tiny room.
Yeah.
Open the window up. Tell your neighbours about
I
Chad.
can't when I'm shouting. Oh yeah, words that can't.
Can't when
words
he's
that
doing
can't-
schizophrenia on the
words
internet,
that-
you know.
Words that can't be shouted on YouTube all
Look,
the time.
I've had to
Jelly
open my
tits,
window.
Ash.
I've had to open up my window. Hey, can we finish with the Nephilim alarm?
Come on then.
Nephilim alarm.
And remember, stay spooky, people, but not too spooky because you might spook
Spooky
yourself.
Bo Peep.
And stay away from those Nephilim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're spooky too. All those spooky things.
I hate
Spookers.
spooks.
Spook.